Sasha Duran from Pop Culture Bento here with Molly Ostertag.
Hi.
Hi. And so we're at SPX, and we're going to talk about her. She, her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're at Small Press Expo, and we're going to talk a little bit about her Ignatz nominated piece, how the best hunter in the village met her death.
Long title.
Right, long title.
The whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is your experience with SPX? Have you been coming here often, or is this your first time?
Yeah, I've been to SPX. I think this is my 5th or 6th time. I came a lot when I was a student at the School of Visual Arts studying comics, and it was very much like the cool place to be, and it still is. I missed last year, so it's really nice to be back. It's just always a really positive community. Yeah.
So the positive community is like what you like best, or is there anything else that like draws you here?
I really like how focused it is on self-published works and sort of small press. Like obviously I'm here with graphic novels, but I always feel like it really honors the like self-published and mini comics and zines and like the kind of really underground and indie side of comics, which is a really nice counterpoint, especially when you start being at bigger shows like San Diego Comic-Con. This is always feels much more like home to me.
Could you tell us a little bit about how the best hunter in the village met her death? How you came up with the story, or just what about it maybe made it an Ignatz nominee?
Sure. Yeah, it's a very personal story. It's a bit of a like personal metaphor for like life events, and it was one of those books where I've done like a lot of fiction. I'm very comfortable with fiction, and this is like, it's obviously very fictionalized. It's like in the form of a kind of fairy tale, but it was one of those stories where I really just had to make it. And so I made it really quickly. I wrote it first as a short story and was like, this will be cathartic enough to just make a short story. And then I realized that it would be a really strong visual, and so I drew it really quickly. I actually drew it digitally in like sort of an infinite scroll. So I sold it online in just this really long PDF that you would read through, and then realized that it would be really fun to start to put it together into a book. So that was like its own challenge. But yeah, I'm really like honored to get a nominee for the Ignatz. I was like surprised, but also I'm really proud of it. So I think it's a good one.
And my last question for you is, what inspires you in terms of art or media, or sort of where do you feel yourself like rooted or getting your inspiration from?
Lots of different places. I think I'm just trying to make stories for people who maybe have not gotten to be the protagonists of their stories. Trying to make stories that like aim to make the world a better place, or leave the reader thinking about things that would make them a better person in some way. And also I just like to draw, cool stuff. So that's a big part of it.
Great. So where can we find you online, or can fans find your books?
I'm at mollyostertag.com. I'm on Twitter at Molly Ostertag. The Witch Boy The Witch Boy is on Amazon. So is Strong Female Protagonist. It's also a webcomic that you can read for free online.
Great.
So, yeah.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.